Let's see. Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly project video. We're gonna fire up the old server real quick. It's a little noisy. I'm gonna get on it real quick. To look for drivers see if I have the drivers for this project we're gonna be working on this week. Unfortunately, the project we're going to be working on this week, we've already worked on it, but I think, 2 weeks ago? A week ago? So, I got the stuff to do it. Went to the storage unit, get the CDs I need instead of making one. I don't have to build a computer you don't burn a new disk, and with the heat dome we had previous week, I didn't want some discs being out in there. I got the disc minus my iPad, and I'm looking for my Samsung Galaxy S9. So that stuff went through the heat wave in the storage unit. I'm gonna be working on that Dell Dimension 3000. You know what? I think it's been 3 Mondays ago, I think. Maybe a month ago that we filmed that Dell. I think. I'm not sure. Still thinking about switching my project videos days. So instead of doing Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern, which is my time, maybe Friday night, Wednesday night. I've been talking about doing it on Friday, so there could be a chance that 1 week we might not. You might get 2 back-to-back weekly project videos. Do one Monday, and then do one that Friday. And then been thinking about switching it up. Alright, well, let's see. I gotta go get a flash drive here that'll work with these older machines. Still waiting for the server to boot up. Let's see, you can find me an old flash drive right here. Which one's this? It's a 4 gig, that'll work. Oh, configuring updates. No, I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do. I mean, I might swap the hard drive in the Dell. Because those Dells, I think, originally came with 20, 30, and 40 gigs. I'll probably just end up leaving what's in it. Gotta wait on updates. We'll have to film a project video on this old server. I mean, I got other computers to do, but that HP in the corner, I'll have to fire it up, do the video where it's at. Ain't gonna be really able to open it up because, unfortunately, the slot machine is holding the HP desktop, which is holding the mattress up, right? Planning on getting this mattress out of here, box spring out of here anyways. It's gonna have to go into our guest room over on 3rd Street if if it happens. Still up in the air. You'll have to wait until next video for that to get any information out of me for that. Yes, I have talked about maybe doing project videos over there instead of here. It might happen to some of the machines. I'm supposed to be getting more in, and I don't have the room here for them. Plus, I don't want to get hollered at for them being here. Well, did it freeze? No, it did not. It's just configuring updates. I don't know how it has updates because this thing hasn't been plugged up. God, I can't tell you how long. It hasn't been on the internet since. It's been on the internet one time since once or maybe like 3 or 4 times since I moved to Virginia. When I finally found all the pieces together, it's all back together. It'd be kind of cool to get rid of this floppy drive and put a SD card reader in it. I know. We put a floppy drive in it. Because at the time it was the only machine I had that could connect to the internet and have a floppy drive. It's taken almost 6 minutes for this to do. And I still got to disconnect this, move this out of the way so we can bring that in. This is probably going to be an hour long or longer video. Should have ate lunch first. Why, you didn't know this was going to happen. Will I regret doing this? Yeah, probably. So anyways, on the Dell that we're going to be working on, I have the Windows desk. I just don't have the, the driver resource disk. And it comes along with all the programming. I got to get up on the inner screen, the interweb, which I need to get a laptop that I can keep down here that's internet capable, but see, that's going to be a problem. If I'm going to film these computers at 3rd Street, and I need drivers, I don't have them, I can't get them. I have to come here and do it. And, I don't edit my videos, so if there's a problem and we got to revisit it, then that video is going to end. And then, I guess, some other time in the future, well, it'll have to be a 2-parter. Depending on how long this video is, this might be a 2-parter. I guess we'll show you what the old server is doing here. That's what we're waiting on. It's a Dell PowerEdge T300. I had 2 of them at one time. The other one, the power supply blew up, and of course it was slightly different power supply, so it's not like I did test it with a standard power supply, so it was the power supply, so instead of, storing it somewhere, we ended up junking it. There's the other server. That's my spare. And then I got another server board, same as that one. I might, we might get out of the storage building. We could tinker with, maybe build something out of it. I don't know why it's, okay, so it is loading. It's just a waiting game. Which I don't think I have this could be just a complete waste of time. I don't know. This is why I need a dual setup, because I could be loading Windows on it now while doing this on the server, but I don't have enough room to do dual setup. I'd have to get rid of the slot machine. It would have to come off. Everything would have to come off this table. I had the tools to make dual monitors. They're the older square monitors, so that wouldn't work on my gaming rig. I would have to get 2 matching TVs for that. I would need 2 HDMI ports, which I have 2 matching TVs. My mom's using the one. I think they're 42 inch, 43 inch Vizio TVs. Come on, Betsy, hurry up. Yeah, and the that's not connected to the motherboard. That's what we could probably do, is I could probably run a power cord up that ceramic light and just disconnect everything from the server. Maybe tuck it out of the way, but leave it still plugged in. And then we can go ahead and load Windows XP on that Dell. Don't ask me why I want to reload it. I want to reload it. I don't know, I like, if I can reload the original operating system and all the drivers and all the programming to something that's old. The Dell has really nothing on. Once I reload Windows, it kind of waste of time. I don't know, comment down below if you like seeing me reload old computers with the original content. Either way, I'll probably do it anyways. Well, I guess I'm gonna go find me a there's one right there. A 3-prong adapter, and I don't know why this thing is just taking so long to do. And we can get this show on the road. Just might have to do drivers in another video. We can tuck the server away. I'm gonna go find me. Got the animals upstairs running around with their heads cut off. Let's see, looking for power cord. I know I saved a bunch. And you have to bear with me while I find stuff. Oh, I don't want to lose this. I haven't seen that old thing in a while. See, because I used one on the floor model, I think. Watch, I'll go get everything gathered up, and then the server will be ready to go. got a bunch of variety of different discs that Dell has made. I don't have them all, but I had a good bit of them. They may not be all together. What? Matter. That was a little odd. Wife came down, saw what I was doing. I did tell her we were doing this. And of course, you plug the dell in, it comes right on. Okay. See what it's doing. It's gonna have to get BIOS batteries bad and dead. It's just all set up here. Got my thing of discs. Well, it yells at me. Vista. Let's see, Windows XP Service Pack 1A. Windows Vista. Windows XP Pro. That's professional, I think. Yeah, so I don't have them all, but I have the correct one for this computer. That's what we'll be installing, and we can get back here, you. Control delete F12. Alright. Then I can technically switch back and forth. I'll have the setup. I did think about doing this all off camera, but then we decided not to. Let's see. Let's see what I'm gonna do to fix this here. We're gonna stick you here for a minute. Some ideas to where I don't have to hold the camera the whole time. Some of these. Those hard drives go bad. If these getting messed up, it's not like I'm losing any because I can't use them anyways. Bear with me, I'm not a professional. Might be a little hard to read. And we hit F8. Delete, enter L. We gone and deleted the partition. That's the laptop I'm supposed to be trading in. Get some other ones. Alright, so now if I haven't explained to you what it's doing, it's burning files from the CD to the C drive. As you can see, setup is copying files, and there's the files names that's being copied down there in the corner. Anyways, well, not always, but the better the specs are, I think it's the faster the ROM drive is. I've had machines that it didn't stop like this. It kept on going. Within probably, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. By now, this would have been like halfway done. Usually, it's dual cores, and it was dual cores. I had dual cores, and I think I had a quad core. I think the quad core was the fastest, I think. But this is what this process is doing. The process before this is formatting the drive, which we didn't do a full format. I did a quick format, which I should have done probably a full format. Then that way I could have gotten my markers out. I do usually like, for an example, see how that has a mark on it? That means at some point in time I went and I formatted that drive at some point in time. Then I can put my mark on it and seeing that it's good, but that's not usually how we test them here. Wish we can see what's on these, but unfortunately I don't have the tool for that. Then after this process, it'll ask us to reboot. Now it's going to save loading. Now it's saving configuration. Now I just hit the enter key. That way it will reboot. Now I'm not sure if this machine may have been shipped with Service Pack 2. So if that's the case, this isn't really the right disk for this. Now we're going to actually boot into the Windows XP installation. I know you've seen this in some of my other videos we've done Windows XP install. So right now it's going to install Windows. It's going to go through a bunch of process. I think it'll reboot twice before it goes into the final installation. And yes, this is a touchscreen. No, I don't have it hooked up. So I guess while that's going, I don't know why I put a lock on it. We're gonna put you over here for a minute. I'm gonna switch monitors over to the Dell desktop to the server. And let's go in and see where it's at. It's cleaning. I'll get you in here. This is what the server's doing. As you can see, this is Windows 7 Professional. I had 10 on both of these, and then they work fine, and then the computers will stop talking to them, and then I loaded 7 back on it. I think we're gonna do a third part on this guy when we do drivers. Maybe might do them off video and then off camera, and then maybe one day do like a short update video on it. This Dell is not going anywhere unless it blows up on me. I'm planning on keeping this. That's going into the collection unless I can find something better. I mean, look at the white one I've had for close to 20 years. I was messing with it and it blew up. I think this is what did it. It had a coin battery underneath the bottom of the case. It was kind of like stuffed up underneath the motherboard. I think this is what did it. I don't know, should I make a decision and make a part 2, or just do it on my own time, off camera? There's times, I'm going to admit, there's times that I like doing stuff without filming. I could just go and tinker with it. So what I used to do, that was pre YouTube, that was before YouTube. I just started doing YouTube videos on stuff. Oh, there it is. It's booting in. Now that means I'm going to need the mouse and keyboard. Now I gotta let it install. Okay. Alright, let's see, go back to here. Formatting the flash drive we're going to use for the drivers. Let's see, the drivers. I may not even have the drivers used to be on here. I think they're in the tech folder. Yep, there they are. Let's see. Yep, I found them. I have them. I have the Dell Dimension 2400 too. Got 9100. I've had a 9100, Dell Dimension 2400, 3000. Those are the only ones I've seen that I've owned. I think B110, I think I had that. Alright, now we can cut the server off. I think the wife is making me pizza. I can smell the oven going from being down in the basement. That's actually upstairs. Alright, so the server's disconnect. I mean, well, it's powered down. Now. Okay, now we can bring you back. I'll always put user. And here, reason being I always put users because I never know if I'm going to end up selling it. Right now we'll just leave the date and time. If I would have known this sooner, we could have gotten this a little quicker, along quicker. Yeah, pretty cool. I can just put the flash drive in and just hit a couple buttons during this, and it could load all the drivers in. I know we need to do project videos on them surfaces that I have. Since I found the old found me my hub, USB hub. Depending on the machine, this can actually go pretty quick. I don't have the adapter to put a solid state in it. Hard drives everywhere. I even thought about putting this hard drive in it. That's out of the white Dell that I lost. That was its last brand new hard drive it got, which was in the last 10 years. That's why I said I'm going to hang on to this, because that died. So kind of do, and I kind of do miss my Dell Dimension 2400. These machines are like, they're unstoppable. You can't kill them. I don't think I've ever had one of these. Well, minus I've had some. I don't think there's mostly HPs. I've had a lot of HPs with bad caps on the board. And yes, you can replace them, but I don't. My buddy doesn't. When they're blown, we just junk them. I mean, they got to be like a really high-end board to do that. Like, that's a shame on that board right there. That was my A&D 8350 board. That was a good machine. It's toast. It's junk. Right now it's just housing the processor until I can, do something with it, because I'm not getting rid of them. Liquid coolers it's junk. So like in this instant, I could be working this on it, technically doing this at 3rd Street. I got lucky that I had everything I need on that. Now everything I need on that flash drive. So once this is done, we can pop that disc out and pop that disc back in its case. Pop that into maybe there, maybe at the back. We built this machine just got it in a bunch of pieces. I'm surprised we're actually gotten this far with it. Probably end up, this thing doesn't even work. I never had luck with this USB webcam. Got it from my good friend David. He had 2 of them. I don't know whatever happened to the other one. It had a little dock it would sit in, but I since lost that. I'm surprised it actually made it here from Virginia. Right now, see, it's registering components.
Want pizza?
Yeah, I'll get it when we're done here.
I think she can.
Why don't you get me? Ask Mom. She's better at that than I am. Huh? I guess we'll be right back. These messages, we'll set that up so you can kind of see what we're doing. Maybe she's having my mom do it. See, I was right. The wife was making pizza for lunch. Sometimes this registering components can take a while. They're like maybe 10 minutes. We're at 13 minutes. But it's approximately 13 minutes. Some words I cannot pronounce, I should say. So it could be 13 minutes, it could be 5 minutes. But it's not reading the disc at the moment. It doesn't even sound like it's doing anything. I mean, the hard drive light is blinking a little bit on the funny side. But that's not really moving. Or maybe it is. There we go. It's go. See, it just hit that one spot. Now we're done, basically. Now let's switch to the next one. Finalizing installation. 7 minutes left. And it's saving settings. Sometimes this can take a while. Now if this was a hyper-threading Pentium 4, which I think that machine is in the corner there, it can go a little quicker. But I've had machines that were higher end, lower end machines faster than higher end. Okay, so I had to put you all down. Oh, it's reading the disc, so let's get the old flash drive ready. And then it's going to get ready to reboot. One other menu to go through. We can go ahead and you can go ahead and pop the disc back. I'm just temporarily just sticking it in. No, unfortunately, we didn't go through that other menu. The other upside was doing it, what we just did. Yeah, it just... Huh. It didn't take us through that menu. Anyways, this is what I like to do. Show on desktop. Let's see, properties. surprised I remember doing all this. Cancel, hit reply. Professional, this would have been checked. Okay, so that we know that the CD drive is good, because you saw in my last video it had, I think, one of those two up there in. So we're going to test to see if... Oh, and then there it is. Meet and beat. I'm probably going to eventually get rid of the modem anyways. For the modem popped up. Okay, so let's see, all. Okay, so we're just going to do this, open. We'll just close that out, minimize that. Okay, so come on, mouse. Now we're installing the sound. Oh, we'll wait on that. I don't know the exact time, so we're just gonna put that for right now. You know what? That's not right. I know that's not right. Oh. Well, I don't know what... Oh, this is the network. Which we didn't do. Here we go. Everything got installed. Well, you're definitely going to be seeing this machine again. We're probably just going to, for shits and Giggles will probably add a wireless card to it. And at least get Windows XP Service Pack 2 on it. Notice I might even do another reload on it using another hard drive. There it goes. Video's installed. Well, actually everything's installed, but that doesn't mean it works. Now we're waiting for the audio. Yep. Get through it again, and then we'll be done with this video. There you have it. Okay, come on, mouse. There you got it, folks. There's a reload on the Dell Dimension 3000. So thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one. Thanks for watching.